Boma na-ege ntị, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Darụkwa niile ka unu si na-esoro anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ a na Eastern News 24. Anyị si nke echiri ya zelụ, anyị si na-adụrụ na mma na-eke, duru na mma na orie, tụkwazịrụ na mma na afọ ụzọ anyị anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri, na ya dụrụ na mma n'ụlọ ya dịka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akwa ya dịrịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị unu anya n'iru akwụkwọ, onye na-afụ n'iru akwụkwọ a bụ nwa Fela Kuti nke bụ Seun Kuti. Were ife okwu n'iru akwụkwọ na biko onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo, Igbo Biafra, Igbo onye nwere onwe na-atọ ụtọ. Ụgwọ iji anyị bụ ige ife a n'oru akụ n'iru akwụkwọ a is full of wisdom, powerful statement concerning so many things in this country. Is the hidden secret this boy just may unveil. Yeah, so wabianeleno. So you can say before get off more of my drop or I comment again on the comment section below na Eastern News 24. Okona ayo na kwado onye obuna na-ekwu eziokwu o ife anyị na-alụ. Anyị ada asị obuna na-ekwu eziokwu chukwu karịa ma anyị akwado ya. So get before you say drop or I comment again. All right, over to you, Seun Kuti. Over to you, sir.
Many African kings have embraced the Bible and the Quran. In fact, the Olu of Ibadan with the Quran on his chest. Yes, I wonder if the day the king of Saudi Arabia would and said they should put Ifa something with him to be buried, and you say that that kind of person is a Yoruba king. He will be behaving anyhow. He say he's a Yoruba king. He's not a Yoruba king. He's an Arabic king. In old Africa, in the real Africa, is there anything like lawyer? Is there anything like accountant? Is there anything like doctor? No, all these things were socialized already. A 10-year-old child will name all the leaves, all the healing leaves in every forest for you, the attribute, except your sickness deep. Now you go meet Babalawo. I'll give you the little historical context of this fight between Kosoko, who was backed by the Portuguese, and Akintoye, his nephew, who was backed by the British. Kosoko was selling slaves to the Portuguese to take to the Americas. But the British then had launched colonialism. You remember very well that even America then was a British colony before they fought for their independence. America had not yet become empire, but they still needed slaves, but they were not with the British anymore, if you remember. Now the British haven't discovered colonialism. Colonialism simply means say enslavement in your own land. The English had moved from farming, agricultural based industry. They were moving to the industrial based industry. The so-called industrialization was happening. This was the industrialization era. So they didn't need agricultural product anymore. What did they need now? Raw materials to power the factories of England. So the English all over the world did not want slavery because they needed people to work in their own land, to go and mine for the gold that is in Africa, that is not in England, to grow the rubber, the cocoa that they need to make chocolate, the rubber for tires, to mine for tin, columbite, all these raw materials that they needed us to work in our lands. So the British were fighting to keep us here, the Portuguese were fighting to take us away. That is the clash between Kosoko and Akintoye. Fela say, Oba Kosoko de Lagos when Englishman arrive. Englishman and Akintoye they come drive Kosoko away. UAC come on hold, they come too. They dey many years, Africans them no agree. Why you take our land by force, them as the Englishman? The land were already taken by force. See, this fight when Kosoko fights the British, I mean, go and look at your history. They get one, there's a history of an African colony within Netflix. Talk about this issue. Kosoko beats the British when the fight started. They run. The British run because You know, they didn't expect that kind of fighting. When hand to hand, we see them. They run, go house, go bring big bomb and boat. They burn the whole, they bombard the whole Lagos Island. They raised it to the ground. That's what they take to subjugate all this Lagos Island. They destroy every garden, even the palace. You understand me? That's why the British country take Lagos. Yes, so where are they for the song? Why you take our land by force, them as the Englishman? We have to come to some kind of an arrangement. The Englishman no hungry. They start to hire Africans to fight them brothers and kill them too. They give them guns, uniforms and law. Fight your brothers and kill them too. We dey behind your back. We be government, big government, big government, big government. These people that they pick to fight, that them they rule. Who do you think is ruling you in this? What do you think is going on? What do you think they happen for this country? Do you think Tinubu is in charge? Even though Tinubu don't win, do you think Tinubu is in charge of this country? And I think Tinubu will make law about this country. But the thing about you Nigerians, I say that church and mosque they scatter on our brain. When they say show they smoke igbo, but the worst opioid, the worst drug is religion, and all of you are on it. You are doped up. You are doped up on religion, out of your fucking minds, because you think you are special. You think say if you win election for this country, say a people's movement win election for this country, una say the rich people of this country no go fight war against una. You think you're not going to make this country hard for you? They must make you hate your own revolution. They will make you hate your own revolution. You will hate your own freedom. That's why everybody hate fella, and that's why maybe everybody now too must hate me, because you must hate your freedom. You must hate the ability to be free. Listen, to be free is a mindset. Say nobody will control me. So I dey tell young people, if you dey for school, say, and you dey bribe lecturer, you are incapable of freedom. If you dey school, dey bribe lecturer, no matter what a lecturer do, because this is university. If you do your test, you do your exam, you study as you're supposed to study, nobody can fail you. You go contest that result. They go bring that to the other people. Go just review what you write. Nobody will just fail you because he feel like that. You fight. So when they bring what you write, make other people can't look at. But because you say no, you don't feel right nada. You are incapable. They don't train you. They train us to be incapable of understanding freedom, of being free. You go to fear to free. So you are afraid of your own freedom. I understand. So they hold on to nostalgia. Yoruba get Lagos, Igbo get Owerri, Hausa get car. No, you don't own. It has been taken from you, and your leaders, your so-called, they're not leaders, they are rulers. And your rulers are put there to make sure you don't ask for it back. To make sure you never do anything to take it back, to make it your own. Waiting be land. Land, the institution of land ownership in Africa. Waiting be land. We say every African is entitled to a piece of Africa. That is the old African way. As they born you, you are entitled to land. Are you entitled to anything today? It's gone. We must rebuild, we must remake, we must reimagine, we must recreate. But that is the job. But so far you are all distracted from that. You are fighting for crumbs of Europeans, fighting to uphold European institutions, fighting to uphold European and Arabic religions and institutions. Many African kings have embraced the Bible and the Quran. In fact, the Olu of Ibadan with the Quran on his chest. Yes, I wonder if the day the king of Saudi Arabia and said they should put Ifa something with him to be buried, and you say that kind of person is a Yoruba king. He will be behaving anyhow. He say he's a Yoruba king. He's not a Yoruba king. He's an Arabic king. In old Africa, in the real Africa, is there anything like lawyer? Is there anything like accountant? Is there anything like doctor? No, all these things were socialized already. A 10-year-old child will name all the leaves, all the healing leaves in every forest for you the attribute, except your sickness deep. Now you go meet Babalawo. We know some secret, will be ancient secret, will now give you extra help. But real medicine was already socialized. The law was socialized. Everybody know the law. For old Africa, you know if you lie and nobody need lawyer. Talk waiting happen, talk waiting. Everybody know the law because the law was just. The law was about justice. This legal system of Europeans, what would they use now? Where we need lawyer. Because it is not about justice, it is about legality. Because when you do something wrong and you have power, you can legalize what is wrong. You can legalize what is wrong. That's why we need lawyer to follow Oyibo law. African law is not about legality. African law is about justice. No, let me tell you, Africans didn't need lawyer, doctors. So Oyibo had to come and teach the first, Rotimi Williams, first lawyer. You know, all those kind of things. They had to come and teach. Now, the way Europeans teach their own children, it's not the same way they came to teach your own elite, those first elite. They spent billions to teach us these things. Now that these things have been proven to be bad, destroying us, is anybody spending that same kind of billions or expending such effort to unteach us those things? No. Nobody is using effort to unteach us. To say, all this is what we tell them a lie. They do seminar. Come to our, the way they came to, the way they come here when they don't come back slave. Are they coming here now to come and repair the things they have spoiled? No, we are left to do it on our own. And still, they still put gate man to make sure we will not go outside. You don't think. And that's what I realize. You don't think about our real situation. We are afraid to think about our real situation. Because if you think about your real situation, if you think about your real situation, you know if you do the nonsense what you do. So you decide not to think about your situation. That's the fact. You decide not to think about the situation. You decide to think about the things that have nothing to do with your situation. Now that's the hill all of you would like to die on. The hill that will not change anything. NSAS. What will happen after the NSAS? Ending SARS, will it change police brutality? Will it stop police brutality? I don't understand the concept. The people that come up with this concept to make sure that you are distracted to go and die on top of a hill that will not change anything in your reality. Me, I'm a revolutionary. I'm not a martyr. It's only martyrs that want to die for nothing. I can never die for nothing. I am here to live for something. That's why I'm a revolutionary. I live for something. I stand for that thing. Anywhere that thing they go, I'm following that thing there. If it will not lead to my death, let it be so. But I know the just carry myself and say, God, never. Emiko. Emiko. I swear, knowledge is not lonely. In this Nigeria, knowledge is lonely. When you know, you are just lonely. Because you're telling people, they think you are crazy. You are just alienated. You are almost in exile among your own people. The only thing where they do for the so-called Independence Day is flag changing. We should be calling that a flag changing day. Because the institutions that were used to subjugate us in colonialism, they left them in place. So that means say certain Africans agree to run those institutions. And until we topple those institutions and make them our own, you can never say you own anything. And now let me tell you the only reason why sub-Saharan Africa is not like South Africa. Europeans plan to settle the world. It's called living space. Europeans plan to turn the whole world to their own, to live everywhere, to subjugate the world. Them and the Arabs, they are imperialists. Their own thing not do them. Whatever is their own is not enough until they take what is everybody's own in the name of anything. Before, it was in the name of civilizing Oyibo and Arabs. These people are savages. Want to civilize them, want to teach them how to read. Then want to help them develop colonialism. Today is democracy. They are not democratic. Iraq, wham. Libya, wham. Anywhere they don't have control, they have a doctrine that they believe everybody must believe in that doctrine. And for that doctrine's sake, they can come and take whatever is your own. Because the doctrine says so. That is the game they've been playing. Right? Europeans plan to settle in Nigeria, in Ghana, just the way they settled in South Africa. In the whole of Southern Africa. Not when I say South Africa, more than not to say I mean that country. I mean Southern Africa. Go Zimbabwe until Mugabe showed them pepper there. You know, Namibia, Lesotho, Swaziland, all that Southern African peninsula. They own all the land. They own, even in Nigeria, bro. See, let me tell you. Go and look at your land holdings in this country. Go and look at it. Look at people controlling vast swaths. Farmland, any kind of land, anything they want, they take it. Anything Europeans want. You never hear your government say Europeans want something here, they say no. Anything they want, it's called foreign investment. Yeah, foreign investment has come. Foreign investment, that's what they'll be telling you. But whatever Europeans want from Africa, they take because it's their own. They put their boys there to legalize the taking. I say their law is about legality. They want to legalize the taking. So they put their own boys there to sign saying that you agree, make they can't take them. Just the way your forefathers were signing X on piece of paper that did not even understand what was written on it. Or you go tell them say, oh, we want to just protect you so that when those our brothers come to, you know, because they know that then they come thief people. So when we come to thief people, we will fight them for you. Protectorate. It's protectorate. We will protect you. Protectorate. Now protectorate turn to colonialism. It turn to ownership. So don't worry. Don't worry. Me, I will be telling you how it's going. When you are now 70 years old, like your father today, that your child now is suffering like you today, you'll be saying, ah, she won't tell me that time. He's a prophet. Jehu is a prophet.
You are not waiting and plan. When you don't fight, like you say,
Jehu is a prophet. So now, these people could not live here for one reason only: malaria. Sub-Saharan Africa had something called malaria, brothers and sisters. It was decimating white people. It was killing them like flies. The Lagos Commission, the High Commission in Lagos, that the embassy, it was called the Iron Coffin. The old embassy waiting for that Lagos and another former, it was called the Iron Coffin. About 4 out of every 10 white people sent dead. 4 out of every 10. So they realized that some part of the world they could not settle. They needed to leave and allow their local agents to run it. Basically like supervisors. So what you have here is a bunch of supervisors supervising the extraction of your wealth for foreign interests.
Dalo nene no konu sine sora ni ene meniru akwụkwọ ụmụ ife ine ka o si dị na nugonu ihe Kuti kwuru. Seun Kuti bụ nwa Fela Kuti. Tata bụkwa 23 of November ka esi ọ bụ na ị na-echefu 2023 ka ji na-ewetara nnukwu ozi a dị oke mkpa. Dịka ọ dị n'oge ugbu a anyị gere ya bụ ife ndị funife kwuru bụ ihe ya oye ise nnukwu secret, ancient secret ka nwa uru a mepere anya anyị n'iru akwụkwọ a. So mma like onye ọbụla share ya, bụ onye ọma na-ege ntị o share ya ka o rute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị ka anyị gekwe ya ka anyị mụta ife na ya. Dịka o si dị, drop kwa like comment gị on the comment section below. Nke dịka ibe ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka si wee na-ewetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa ụmụnne m. Daalụ niile na ụmụ Igbo ka emesịanụ.